What if I told you that your success, your happiness, even your confidence in life doesn't depend on luck, doesn't depend on talent, and doesn't even depend on your intelligence? It depends on something much simpler, something you repeat every single day, often without even noticing: your habits. The truth is, the wrong habits are silently destroying your potential. The right habits can completely transform your life. In today's video, I'm going to show you the 3 habits you absolutely must quiet right now if you want to stop holding yourself back, and the 3 powerful habits you need to build instead if you want to achieve real success. And listen carefully, habit number 6 is the most powerful one of all, so make sure you watch until the very end. Let's dive in. Bad habit number 1: chasing status symbols instead of building real value. Think about it. How many people waste their money, their time, their energy chasing things that don't actually matter? The expensive designing brands, the fake lifestyle on social media. It's all about looking rich instead of actually becoming rich. Every time you spend $2,000 on a logo just to impress people who don't care about you, you're trading your future for their temporary attention. John Cena once said in an interview that he didn't start with the fame, the cars, or the lifestyle. He started with discipline. He built his value in the gym, in the ring, in his mindset. That's what led to everything else. But most people, they try to skip the hard part. They want the appearance of success before they build the foundation. So here's the lesson. Stop chasing status symbols. Start building actual skills, actual discipline, actual value. The people who matter won't care about the brand of your shirt. They will care about the strength of your character. Now, don't go anywhere, because this is just the first toxic habit. The next one is even more dangerous, because it doesn't just waste your money, it wastes your time and your energy. Bad habit number 2: escaping through endless dating apps. Let's be real, dating apps can be fun, they can be exciting. You get the dopamine hit of a match, the ego boost of a like, but for many people, it becomes an escape. They spend hours swiping, chatting, chasing validation, instead of chasing their goal. But the truth is, if you're constantly looking for external validation, you'll never build internal strength, and that costs your time. You could spend those 2 hours reading, learning a skill, working on your fitness, building a business, but instead, you're stuck in an endless loop of swiping left and right. And now, I'm not saying dating apps are evil, but they become toxic when they replace real growth, when they distract you from your purpose. The most attractive version of yourself will never come from swiping. It comes from leveling up your own life. And trust me, if you stay with me, I will show you a habit later in this video that not only destroys this toxic cycle, but actually flips it. It makes people want to chase you instead of the other way around. Bad habit number 3: escaping into parties, alcohol, and constant entertainment. The third toxic habit is one that traps millions of people: the constant need to escape reality with parties, drinking, drugs, or endless entertainment. Think about it. How many weekends have you wasted? Friday night turns into Saturday morning hangovers, and before you know it, Sunday's gone too. Every drink you take is just another step away from your real goals. Every late night party that adds nothing to your growth is just another distraction from building your future. Successful people aren't anti-fun, they're anti-distraction. They know the difference between enjoying life and wasting life. Now here's the kicker. I'm not telling you to never go out, to never relax. But if escape becomes your lifestyle, you'll never build a life you actually want to escape into. And stay with me, because in a moment I will show you the opposite habits. The ones that take all this wasted time, wasted energy, wasted money, and flip it into progress, growth, and true success. Now here comes the fun part, the replacement habits. Because you can't just stop a bad habit, you need to replace it with something stronger. And the next 3 habits are the exact one that will push you towards success. And remember, habit number 6 is the most powerful of them all. Good habit number 1: mastering self-discipline through routine. Here's the truth. The people who win in life don't wait for motivation. They don't rely on feeling ready. They rely on routine. Every successful person you admire, athletes, entrepreneurs, artists, has one thing in common. They build their lives around discipline, not mood. Think about John Cena waking up every day to train, even when he didn't feel like it. Or Dwayne Johnson. Dwayne Johnson hitting the gym at 4 a.m. before a 12 hours movie shoot. That's not motivation, that's routine. And the lesson is, replace the chaos of late nights, wasted mornings, and random schedules with structure. Go to bed at the same time. Wake up at the same time. Plan your day before it starts. At first, it feels restrictive, but here's the secret. Routine actually gives you freedom. But why? Because instead of wasting mental energy deciding, you're just doing. And remember, this is just the start. The next habit builds on this, and it's one that will keep your mind sharp, focused, and resilient no matter what challenges you face. Good habit number 2, practicing mindfulness and mental clarity. If your body is your engine, your mind is the driver, and most people, their mind is chaotic. They're anxious, distracted, scrolling endlessly, unable to focus for even 10 minutes. Successful people do the opposite. They protect their mental clarity. They practice mindfulness, meditation, journaling, gratitude. These aren't trendy activities. They're survival tools in a noisy world. Why does this matter? Because focus is the new superpower. In a world full of distractions, the person who can focus for 3 hours straight will outcompete the person who can't sit still for 10 minutes. And trust me, you will want to keep watching because the next habit is where everything changes. This is the one that flips your relationship with money, with success, and with your future. Good habit number 3, building wealth and investing in your future. Now let's talk about money. Most people think of money as something to spend. Successful people think of money as something to multiply. If you're constantly wasting money on status symbols, alcohol, endless entertainment, you will always feel broke. If you shift your mindset, if you start saving, investing, and using money to create freedom, everything changes. Save before you spend. Invest in skills, books, courses, not just clothes and gadgets. Understand that every dollar is a seed. Plan it wisely, and it will grow. Don't spend to look rich. Spend to get free. Because at the end of the day, true wealth is not about having fancy things. It's about having the freedom to live life on your own terms. And now, we've covered 5 habits. 3 toxic ones you must quiet, and 2 powerful ones you must adopt. But here comes the most important one. Habit number 6. And if you've made it this far, congratulations. Most people would have clicked away by now, but you're still here. The most powerful habit of all is consistency. Think about it. Discipline without consistency fails. Mindfulness without consistency fades. Saving money without consistency adds up to nothing. Consistency is what turns effort into results. It's what turns practice into mastery. It's what turns dreams into reality. John Cena didn't become a legend because he trained once in a while. He became a legend because he trained every day. He showed up every day. He lived with consistency. And the truth is, most people fail not because they don't start, but because they don't continue. They quit too early. They give up before the results show. If you want to succeed in anything, business, fitness, relationships, and life, the one habit you can never let go of is consistency. Now let me ask you, which of these habits hit you the hardest? Which one do you know you need to change right now? Don't just watch this video and move on. Pick one habit to quiet and one good habit to adopt starting today. Write it down. Commit to it. Because remember, success isn't built in a day. It's built daily. And if you found this valuable, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Because the truth is, most people are stuck in those toxic habits. And maybe this video is the wake-up call they've been waiting for.